Hey everybody, I'm Ashley Plachey, the Manager of Government Affairs for the American Association for Home Care, and I'm on the advisory board for People for Quality Care, which is a patient advocacy group that lobbies to make sure that seniors and people with disabilities and chronic conditions have access to their home medical equipment and services so they can safely maintain their independence at home. This would include things like wheelchairs, hospital beds, home oxygen therapy and nebulizers, and all of the supportive services and supplies that go with it so that one can meet their healthcare needs in a home care setting. Millions of people rely on this benefit each year, and one of them was my grandfather, Papa J. Thanks to his home medical equipment, Papa J was able to spend all 100 years of his life in a home care setting. Now, Papa J used a rollator to get around, a BiPAP to sleep at night, and then later in life, he also used home oxygen therapy, which is a legend drug that he was able to receive in a home setting instead of having to move to an institution where it was more expensive and less preferred. Unfortunately, for many across the country, accessing this type of home medical equipment is getting harder and harder, and that's due to a government program called competitive bidding. Now, under the Medicare competitive bidding program, funding for this type of home medical equipment was slashed by upwards of 50%. And without adequate reimbursement to cover these supplies and services, a lot of the companies that used to provide these for patients can no longer afford to. This is resulting in patient access issues, and we're hearing stories from people from across the country at People for Quality Care. Sometimes it's people who are waiting weeks and weeks to access the equipment that they need, whereas other times people get so frustrated with the system that they bypass their benefit entirely and pay out of pocket. And for some, they just can't find anyone at all who can meet their healthcare needs, and they wind up going without this essential services and supplies. Now, that's not right, and that is not what this program was intended to do. We need to educate our members of Congress about this issue so that they can make meaningful changes to the reform, and they can make this a sustainable program that works to serve you and the people who provide it for the long haul. Here's what I'm asking for you today. If you or a loved one is having a hard time accessing your home medical equipment and services, call us and let us know. And this isn't just for Medicare patients, because we are starting to hear of its trickle effect in other payers as well. So if you have Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE, and even some commercial plans, we want to hear from you if you're having a problem. What we'll do is log your information and use it in our advocacy efforts on the Hill to educate our members of Congress about these issues. We'll also connect you directly to your member of Congress's office so that you can share your story and experience. And we'll be by your side each step of the way if you would like, because I know that a lot of people are afraid to speak out, or they don't know if they're going to know what to say, and some people are even afraid that they'll take away my Medicare. But I promise you that this won't happen and that your voice will make a difference. So if you or a loved one is having a hard time accessing your home medical equipment, call us and let us know. You can also learn more about this on our website at www.peopleforqualitycare.org. Thank you so much in taking a stand with us, and we promise that we will continue working hard for you to ensure home care's rightful place in America. Thanks so much.